easily hover over the task, you'll notice that there is a dot icon that appears, and I can drag from that dot and drag the arrow and make that connection, just like that. So I'll undo, and I'll show that again. Hover over the task, drag from the dot, arrow is right here, and then I can drop it on the dependent task. Now what's cool about this is the lines will actually follow off screen, right? So if I go off screen, right, I can come over here and make that connection, that might be downstream somewhere, just like that. And you can have as many dependency connections as needed. You can also do it across swim lanes, right? If I have this leading here, right, I can grab the dot and go across that swim lane. So very easy. Now with dependency connections, there's a few different things that happen here. You'll notice that a new icon appears when you have a dependency. I'll move this out of the way. This new icon is right here. So that icon, when you hover over it, it says downstream dependencies. Now on this side, it says upstream dependencies. And you'll notice if I remove this, right, that icon goes away. But with that icon, I can easily click and see a list of any downstream, or in this side, right, upstream dependencies. So we make it very easy for you and your teams to visualize that. Now, if this is off screen, right, maybe it's over on December 5th, I can click on that icon and then click this little zoom to element. So that will always take you to that specific task. And then same thing if I wanted to go back, I can jump to that task. Now with our dependency connections, as a baseline, they're listed as a finish to start relationship. So what that means, right, this needs to finish before this can get started. Now if this task does push out, you'll notice that the task does highlight red, right? So you can see the red highlight here, right? Basically saying that, hey, we now have a conflict here. So I have a few different things I can do in this scenario. I can either manually take this task and push it out, just like that. Or again, I can go ahead and click on that little icon. You'll notice that there is a new symbol here that's representing a warning, right? It's warning you that, hey, these things shouldn't be happening at the same time. So in this scenario, I'll click on the warning, and it does give me two different options. Now, the first option, pretty simple, right? It just allows me to have these run in parallel. So if you're trying to have some sort of lag or maybe simulate some sort of start, right? These are starting at the same time, right? I would be able to utilize this to confirm that the tasks can run in parallel. Now, the other scenario would be if I have these two conflicting dependencies, right? We'll just pretend that, these things need to be either pushed out, right? Instead of manually having to do this, I have an option to click on this icon here, click on the warning, and then move conflicting tasks. And I can also apply for all conflicts on this task. I would click update, and you'll notice that it will adjust anything downstream. So that could be a really, really helpful feature, just to be able to visualize any issues, right? Click on that warning and then make those adjustments as needed. Now, if it continued to run into conflicts, right, that's where we could click it again, click on the warning, and continue to make those adjustments as a team. Now, the question always comes up, why don't these tasks automatically get moved out? The reason behind it is we've always wanted to force conversations, right? We want teams to get in here, visualize that there is a conflict, and make these changes as needed, right? So now I can get in here, right? I'm basically saying that, hey, this can happen at the same time, but this cannot, right? So we are forcing those conversations to get the team to talk through these and make adjustments.